Today I'm inside this house ready to put down a big transition because there's a big step from this wood planking floor down to the vinyl. We had to cut out all of this floor that was in the laundry area because it was leaking. The laundry piping, those knobs up there, one was leaking. The tenant never showed us, and so we had to pull out all this floor. And since it's a laundry area, this is not one of our prettiest floors, but we put some Luan down and it stuck down on it really good. So now what I'm doing today, this is a new product. Basically what it's saying is step 1 is to clean the area, and then step 2 is to measure it and then cut it. It says a saw or big scissors, either way. I tried doing it right there with my shears. My shears are not strong enough to cut that, so I asked Steve to bring a hacksaw because this actually is metal. And then this little strip here, you're supposed to stick it somewhere like that, and then you peel that little strip off right here and put it up against there. I really don't see how that's going to work. And then you're supposed to be able to snap this in place so that you have a nice transition. But like I said, it's a new product. We're going to try it. That was the next step. 3 was to put it there like I showed you. Behind the black is that little red sticky tape. And then you're supposed to snap it in place. And as you can see the depth of that floor to that rug, how high it is. This is probably about 2 inches. They've got the ridges back here. This is like closer to the floor. This part is a little bit longer. You see the difference as far as inches here. So if you only need that much, you put it there. If you need to flip it over and you have a higher floor, you put it on that side. So this is what happens when we try a new product and see if this is going to work and hold forever. I have a thing about using screws. So worst case scenario, if it doesn't, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill some holes in here and put the proper screws in here so that we can at least get it to sit nice on the floor so it doesn't come off when people trip this little step back and forth. So I'll let you know what I did in a little bit here. I'm waiting for Steve to bring me a hacksaw or his big shears so that we can cut this, and I'm going to try doing it like they say. I don't really see it working because this is not a flat spot and it would have to stick like that, and really what is it going to stick on? So unless I wanted to put some holes in here and drill it inside the laminate, I can see that coming done within time. So I just may end up not using this part. And like I said, putting a couple of drill holes in here and using the atypical screws that you do use, because really it just needs to like come over it nicely. Can't really fit it in here to show you because I still have to cut it, but you get the idea. And then it'll look pretty decent. So once I figure out what I'm going to do, I'll come back and show you how it looks. Alright, remember when I said that the way it was going to stick was not going to work? Well, that's absolutely what happened. I just have to get on this end, 2 longer screws to go in here. These 3 are working. So if you buy a product and it's a new thing on the market for people to try and it just doesn't work for your specific needs on this floor, so what I did was I drilled 5 holes and had some long enough screws for these last three. I have to take those out and put longer screws so it'll catch in the floor. This way, it's not gonna come up and it's a nice transition from here to there. It's kind of smooth. So the other thing we're doing today is fixing this. It was popping out of the wall. So Steve is over here today.
Right.
And what we're gonna do, and sometimes this little tiny things are irritating to us because I don't have this color paint and I really don't feel like making this an accent wall because there's too many colors going on in this house anyways. So what are you gonna do, Steve?
Well, the problem is with this one, the bottom was sticking out because the drywall here was torn away or broken apart. Apparently somebody must have pulled the plug out too hard or too quick and just caused it to pop out. So now these wings that hold it in place doesn't have anything to grip onto on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is try and take a piece of wood and reinforce the back side of it so this wing will have something to clamp onto.
And this way we can pop it back in. It'll be good to go.
Good as new, no one will ever know the difference.
No. And actually it'll probably be a little bit more sturdier.
Yeah,
so it's going to go behind here. So this way Mama don't have to try to match this paint or turn this into a nice accent wall, because we thought we were done with this house, right?
Right, Mama?
Right. And I just got a call from another tenant. Hey, Miss Lisa, there's 5 little kittens underneath our house. And I'm like, great, this is rescue month.
Yeah,
so
too many kittens so far.
Too many kittens. I gave a calico away to a rescue. We're just about ready in here. I painted this back wall over here where the refrigerator went, so it looks nice and cleaned, and did the counters, repainted the counters, finished fixing all of the little tiles up here so they don't fall off, and then I decided to paint this even though the stove goes there. This looks a lot cleaner. And my girl came back and cleaned all this grease that was out of there, so it looks kind of brand new. But everything else is working. I'm gonna go install in one of the rooms smoke detector that was taken down for some reason. So I have everything here. I'm going to install it and we'll be pretty much done for the day. Yay!